How's it guys? Today I want to show you how you can make videos on a budget for... One second. Hello? Shawnee baby, I've seen your work. It's really good. Oh, thanks man. Yeah. So I've got a company, a big company, and I need a video for our marketing. Yeah, that's definitely something I could do. Yeah, okay, good. So it's a robotics company where we make robots to help people in order to make lots of money. What? We make robots to help people. Oh, okay. So I need it by the end of the workday. Huh? Yeah. Wait, no. There's no ways I can... Oh yeah, and one more thing. Times are a bit tough at the moment. We don't have much cash, but what we can do is something even better. We can put your video out on our social media channels and pay you in exposure. Some people say it's actually better than getting paid money. I don't think it is. Thanks, Sean. I knew I could count on you. Okay, cheers, bye. Well... This is how you make a video for clients on a budget. So the goal of this video is to show you guys how you can make high quality videos that you could charge clients for without having to spend any money, without having to have any subscriptions, without having to pay for any sort of stock footage or transitions or anything like that. Everything that you'll find on here is free, and I'll show you some of the places that I go to and I use in some of my projects for my paying clients. So let's get into it. So I use Premiere Pro as my video editing software. I do understand that it's a paid for program. I'll get to that at the end of the video for somebody who's looking for a free video editing software which can do exactly the same thing that you'll be able to do in this video that I show you. So first things first, when you're working with a client, you have to know the look and the feel of the video that they're trying to go for. So from this guy who called me, it sounds like he's trying to create a robotics company that is trying to help people. When I think of that, robotics are future orientated, looking into the future. Things that conjure up in your mind is like hope that robotics can help people in the future. So this video is not going to be so flashy as much as it'll be quite simple and more inspiring. So let's start with the script. This is a very popular platform that a lot of people are using at the moment. It's called ChatGPT, and all you need to do is just type in a prompt. I'll show you the exact one that I used. So this is what I told it to start off with. You're an Apple marketing employee making an inspirational marketing video about a new robotics company. Make it inspiring. It must communicate the vision of the company, which is to use robotics to help change the world for good in a sustainable way. And it came up with a proper script which included like shots and music playing in the background, which is pretty cool, but it's not exactly what I was looking for. So I told it if it could make the script more inspiring, take out some of the cuts and the shots in between, and only give me the script of the narrator. And that's what it did. It put something out. Again, I told it to rewrite it in half the amount of words, and then it shortened it for me, asked it to rewrite it in a different way, use more emotional words, asked it to add an extra sentence. I did this a few times, and eventually I got to a script that I liked, which was this one at the end here. Embrace the future, dream and shape it, hope, solve and unite with technology, a world of limitless possibilities. Join us on a journey to a brighter future, be the change. And then I asked it to give me 10 fictional names for this company, and I just took the first one, Nexus Tech. And then I wanted to add a voiceover. So there's another AI platform called Veed.io. This window will pop up and all you can do is just click on blank canvas. What you want to go to is on the left over here, there's an audio section, and then you want to click on text to speech. Then all you're going to do is you're going to take your script from ChatGPT, copy and paste straight into here. And what we're going to do is we're going to find a voice that works. So you can click down on these voice sections, you can choose your language. They have many different versions. I stuck with the American voices. They split them into male and female voices, and if you click on the play button, it gives you a preview of what they sound like. So I didn't want to
embrace the future, dream and shape it.
Eventually I found, I can't even remember which one I used for this one, but eventually I found the one that I wanted. Let's just use Christopher. That one sounds a little bit robotic, but for this instance it's going to work. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to click add to project, and it's going to generate it as a file at the bottom. And then you're going to go up to the top here, export. You just keep standard as your quality and click export video. It's going to open it in a new window, and you can come on the right here. Once it's finished loading, you click this download button, and you can save it either as an MP4 if you're creating an actual video. In this instance, I just want the audio, so I'm going to click on the MP3. There we go, it's downloaded. And then all I'm going to do is find that file in my downloads, drag it into my project. Again, I've split it up and I've cut it up in order to space it properly so that it works with some of my visuals. But the next thing that you want to do is find music that suits the style of your video. This is very important before you move on to any visuals. There are a few platforms that you can use. Some platforms that work are 99sounds.org, freesound.org, freesfx.co.uk, bensound.com, which is quite a popular one. But the one that I found actually works the best is YouTube as an audio library in itself. And the great thing about this audio library is that because it's YouTube's own audio library, you're not going to get any copyright claims. With some of these other programs, they might be free and claim that they're royalty-free audio files, but you always run the risk of getting into copyright claims, and sometimes you can't monetize your videos and you have a lot of problems. So I found that this audio library inside of YouTube is actually pretty good. So if you have no money and you can't afford any programs for music, check out this one. It is inside of the studio, so you have to go to studio.youtube.com. You have to have an account and come down to the side here and click on audio library. Unfortunately, it's not very intuitive. You can filter by track titles, genres, mood, artist name, duration. So I think I clicked on classical because I wanted that piano, very inspirational type, maybe a bit of violin that would go with an inspiring voice in order for them to see this vision of a robotic company looking towards the future. And eventually I found a file within here, and all you need to do is click on download and then add it to my project. My video is starting to come together. I've got my script as well as my music. Now we need to move on to finding some stock videos, and this is something that I use quite a lot. It's a website called Pixels. You can also use another website called Pixabay, and what you're going to do is you're going to the home page and click down here on videos. For me, it was the simplest typing robot. You can just scroll through it here. On the right here you can filter and you can choose your orientations. So I didn't want square or vertical because I'm doing a horizontal video, so I click on horizontal and you can change the video size files. I looked for videos that are inspiring, that incorporated humans and robotics. So videos like this one I liked, and I click download over there. All these videos are completely free to use. You don't need to attribute these videos to anyone on your channel. However, they do ask that just spread the love and do it. It just helps the people who actually put the videos out there and the artists, and you can also donate. So I'll just go through this and I'll find a bunch of videos that I like. And if you do click on a video, it'll open it up, and if you scroll down below that video, it gives you the same studio or artist or person who put up all those videos. It gives you some of their other videos and more videos like this. So this is great. I like this first video. It's perfect. I might use it as my establishing shot. And then if I scroll down, I can see more videos just like it. And if I hover over with my mouse, it gives me a preview of what the video looks like. So this is a great way if you find a video or style of video that you enjoy. You click on it and you scroll down and it gives you some more options. All right, so I got a whole bunch of files over here. Some of them are vertical, but my thought process is if I like the actual shot and I could scale in enough to fill the horizontal frame but still have the image work. So if I reposition it, the file can still work. So that's why some of them are vertical, as you can see. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to sit and go through this video and listen to the script, understand the story of what the script is trying to say, and match what the voiceover is saying and where the story is moving with some of the visuals that I downloaded. So I've done that. I have put all my videos together. I used a match cut at this point, moving from the one clip into the next. I used a match cut. You can see how the robotic arm stays in the same position from one to the other. Just a cool video editing technique in order to make something different, because a video like this, I'm not going to be using many flashy transitions and motion graphic template files. This one's going to be really simple, just basic cuts with the music and the story and the voiceover that's going to bring the inspiration and carry the story through the video. If you are going to make a video that has some crazy cool transitions and need titles, and you're looking for something for free, there's a website called mixkit.io. Pretty simple. You go to the main website and you come up to here and you just choose your platform. Then it gives you some options over here. Open as transitions, titles, logos, lower thirds. And if I click on transitions and hover over, it just gives you a preview of what the file is going to look like. And I do have a video going into detail about this if you want to check it out on my channel. I also personally use something called Envato Elements. So if you are in a position to pay some sort of money for a digital asset website, I would highly recommend Envato Elements, because Mixkit is a drop in the ocean compared to what you get on Envato Elements. Again, understand this is a free video for someone who's looking for stuff for free, but if you are looking to pay for anything at all, I would recommend Envato Elements. I do have a video about it. You can check it out on my channel. I've got a link in the description. Go check it out there. And all of these assets are drag and drop, really easy to understand and to use, and you can just go through it on their website. So let's go back to our video. So I'm actually not going to be using those because my video is going to be very basic and simple. One of the last few things that I did was I added an adjustment layer on top. And if I click on this adjustment layer and come over here, you can see that I've added a crop onto it with 10% on top, 10% on bottom. If I turn that off, you can see what it does. Basically adds black bars on top and bottom of the screen. However, it doesn't add them to the actual video underneath. So if I click on this video and move it around, it moves underneath those black bars. So I can reposition, rotate. As you can see here, if I click on this one, I've positioned it, I've changed the scale and animated a bit in order to fit within the bounds of my black bars that I've created. And then I've created an adjustment layer underneath that for a basic color grade. I've kind of color graded everything to make it quite blue and cold, just reflecting a bit of robotics in that industry. And then right at the end over here, I've taken this clip and I've added a logo on top of that layer, and I've masked out that logo with the video that's moving. So if I click on the title, you can see my mask. If I click on it and show you what it looks like as I'm tracking through, you can see how that mask changes and reveals the title underneath. And after all of that, a plain simple video for a client, and paid nothing for it, didn't have any subscriptions, didn't use anything. It kind of looks like this.
Embrace the future. Dream and shape it. Hope, solve, and unite with technology. A world of limitless possibilities. Join us on a journey to a brighter tomorrow. Be the change. Shape the future.
So I know that this is a pretty simple video. It doesn't have like tons of flashy transitions and titles and glitches and all that kind of stuff. But again, this is because it works with the style of the video that I've been asked to create. So let me know in the comments if this was okay for something like a beginner video editor who's starting out and has no money to spend and was able to create something like this. Would you be proud of it? Would you be okay sending it to a client and asking for money or exposure? And again, I use Premiere Pro, but if you don't have money in order to use something like Premiere Pro, there are amazing free video editing softwares out there. I've made a review about one that I think is probably the best, and you can watch it over there.